What's up, guys? So today we'll be going over section 9.1. And 9.1 is the first of 4 different transformations. 9.1 is called translations. Y'all might have done this in middle school, so hopefully it's not too difficult. Translations means you just get an object, a shape, a point, or whatever, and you glide it. You move it around on a grid, on a graph, pretty much. So let's get straight into some practice problems. All right. So it says use the translation x y with an arrow x plus 2y minus 5. Now, a lot of stuff's going on here before I get started with an actual question. So it says with every x, we're going to add 2. Okay, no problem. With every y, we're going to subtract 5. No problem. But besides that, here's the x. The x is plus 2. And I know that says you're going to add, whatever x I give, you're going to add 2 to it. But on a graph, when it says plus 2, that means you're going to go 2 units to the right. Very important. If this says x minus 2, then you're going to go 2 units to the left. Alright, that's when we graph it. We'll do that later, but I want to do the notes ready for it now. Now, the y now. The y says minus 5. Y minus 5 means you're going to go 5 units down. If it said y plus 5, then you're going to go 5 units up. Alright? In other words, the x controls left or right. Left if it's a negative, right if it's a positive. The y, you go up if it's positive, down if it's a minus. Alright, like I said, we're going to graph it later, but for right now we're not going to actually graph. We're going to do something else, so hold on. Alright, so let's go over an actual question. What is the image of D, point D, 4, 7? So we had points 4 and 7. Alright, now we're going to translate these points. How we're going to translate them? Using that property. So we're going to use these points and go through that property. Alright, so here's my x. This is x plus 2, and here's my x. So I'm going to get the 4, and I'm going to put plus 2 because my x is 4. So 4 right here. 4 plus 2 is 6. So it turns to 6. And then I'm going to get the 7. 7 is y. Y says to subtract 5. So I'm going to put 7 right here. 7 minus 5 is 2. So 6, 2, that is your brand new point. They call that D apostrophe, but D prime. Alright, so D prime is 6, comma 2. That is my brand new point. That's my translated point. Another way they're going to ask is like this. What is the pre-image of M prime? Okay, see, they're already giving you the little apostrophe. They're already giving you the M prime. So you need to go work backwards to find just M. What is M? 2 numbers. So you work backwards. Here is my x, right here, negative 5. Negative 5. And what do we do over here to the x? We add it to. Well, a number was added already to get this negative 5, so we're going to work opposite. Instead of adding 2, we're going to subtract 2. For the y, instead of subtracting 5, we're going to add 5. And you only do the opposite when it says pre-image. Alright, you work backwards. So here's my x. Here it says my x. I'm going to plug in negative 5 right here. Negative 5 minus 2 is a negative 7. Then I'm going to get my y, which is 3. Put it right here, 3. And 3 plus 5 is 8. This was my original point M. And you can plug it back over here and you're going to get this point. So it does work out. Alright, so moving on. It says the vertices of triangle M and O are those points right there. Graph the image of the triangle using prime notation. So first, we need to graph these points on a graph paper, and then I'm going to give you directions, like you're going to move it left or right, up or down right now on a graph. So we're going to get all of these points. We're going to get M, N, and O, all three of them, and we're going to make them go x plus 4. So all the x's, all of these x's, we're going to add 4 to them. And to all the y's, we're going to add 2 to them. And we're going to graph them both and see what happened to the triangle. So you can see it on graph paper. Alright, so right here in this space right here, I'm going to show how to do it algebraically, all the math by hand. Then I'm going to show you how to do it on the graph, which the graph is much easier. If you know them both, fantastic. You know only one, that's fine. But you need to know how to do it. So for all the x's, I'm going to add 4. So here's my m, which is negative 2, 4. And I want to change it to m prime. Same thing for n, and same thing for o. Negative 1, 1. N prime. And o is going to be 3, 3. And I want o prime. So here we go. Here's my x, y, x, y, x, y. Right, so here's my x. Negative 2, I'm going to add 4. It says the x. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. Here's my y, which is 4. The y says to add 2, so 4 plus 2 is 6. Over here is negative 1. That's a horrible negative 1, but whatever. Negative 1, we're going to add 4. Becomes 3. Here's my 1, that's a y, it says to add 2, becomes 3. Here's x3, which becomes plus 4, becomes 7. And 3 here for the y, add 2 becomes 5. So 7 comma 5. So let's graph them real quick and we can see what's going on. So m is negative 2, 4. Right there. That is m. And then negative 1, 1. Right there. And then 3 up 3. 3 up 3. And then we'll label it and connect the triangle. Hold on. So here's my triangle M N O. Now I'm going to get each of these points and I'm going to translate it. So over here I showed you how to do it with the math. I want to show you how to do it on the graph, which is easier to me. Here's the M. I want to go 4 to the positive, so I want to go 4 to the right. That's too big. So I'm going to go 4 to the right. Y is a positive 2, so I'm going to go up 2. So here's the point M. We're going to go 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up 1, 2. That is my brand new M. My M prime. Then I'm going to get my N right here. N. I'm going to move 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up 1, 2. Oh, there's already a point there. So that's my brand new N. And then I'm going to go to O. And I'm going to go 4 to the right. Up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up 1, 2. Right there. Let me label and connect the dots real quick. And there it is. Here's my M prime, my N prime, and my O prime. So the blue triangle was my original triangle. And then I moved every single point 4 to the right, up to, and this purple, light purple, whatever color is my brand new translated triangle, my M prime, N prime, and O prime. Not too bad. And for the last example, it says triangle A prime, B prime, C prime is the image of triangle ABC after a translation. Write a rule for the translation. So we need to find the rule now. Here we go. So this one here is my original triangle right here. This regular ABC. This dotted one, A prime, B prime, C prime, is my translated one. So how did we get from A to that A? How did we go from that B to this B, and from the C here to the C prime? And we write a rule. So first, we start with X. And here is my A. How did we get here? Now, I don't even want to go straight up and down, but no, we go left or right first. So here's my A. Do I have to go left? Nope. I have to go to the right. If I have to go to the right, that means plus. How many times do I have to go to the right? Let's see. 1, 2. And see, I'm already even with my A? Sweet. So I went 2 to the right. And now the Y. Do I have to go up? No, I don't. I need to go down. And down means minus. I have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it doesn't hurt to make sure it works with all of them. So here's my C. Do I go 2 to the right and 5 down? I don't know. 1, 2, yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sweet. And then B. 1, 2 to the right, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there I am. So here we go. 2 to the right. Remember, plus means right for the X. And then minus means down for the Y. In case you forget, the X again. Plus means right. A minus sign means left. For the Y, a plus sign means up. And for the minus sign on the Y, that means down. Down. And just remember, in pretty much the entire lesson, X has to go first all the time. X has to go first. X goes first. X goes first. Alright guys, we'll see y'all later in class. Laters.